jockey. So yesterday we did kesa no shita, and we've had some questions about the next technique actually builds on kesa no shita. So I think we'll start with that and then maybe field some other questions. So the next technique is called Ichirei. And Ichirei, you have Ichirei, right, Tony? Let me borrow you. And yeah, get a sword. So Ichirei starts from this position. So does anybody have trouble with their knees, their ankles? Maybe a little bit? Okay, there is an alternate version, which is to do this posture here. This is for this is the joshi, the women's version, because this is not the other position not considered proper. Also, if you have some problems with your ankles, you can do this way. So Ichirei, I'm going to start with the normal style. So here the hands are going to be as if I were just sitting here, except I got a Joe. Right, so he comes forward. And he's going to start to draw that sword, and I'm going to come back and strike here, right to the head. So gyakute, hante, then gyakute. Now he's going to come and cut kesa over here. And then he's going to step back and raise the sword. And this is the position we had in kesa no shita. All right, I'm going to wait until the last moment, but he's going to step back and try to cut behind my neck. There's a couple of ways for him to get off of this. I'm impeding his center right here. I'm loading him onto his heels. And I've got this wall. This right here is a shield that he actually can't cut around this. But when he steps back, he's got the range. So when he does this, I'll just come in here and just do hante. So then he's going to step back, and I'm going to draw back and start to do my put away. But normally I would finish like this. But this is called Ichirei. Rei is this respect. Ichi just means that only one of us is doing it. So come on, let's do the whole system. You know the 12th Kihon. 12th Kihon, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the demonstration of that. Let's do from the beginning. Eye level. Has the same put away as the previous technique. All right, so come here. So what are the elements here? First element is Hante, striking, and strikes come through Jodan. I'm striking at this angle, and you can see that if I stretch it just a little bit, I can take out his face. But, you know, that's not what we're doing here. You can always end kata sooner. So the first one is this. By the way, if you really can't get down into the squat, you could start from here. Here. As he starts to draw the sword, I don't want to give him time, so I immediately do gyakute. Gyakute is not a very strong strike, but it's quick. Here. And I'm right on the center line. So the previous technique, we were out here. We started in kasa no shita, we start from, from this position. Let's come back a little bit. Start from this position. We're way out. When he starts to come in, I can just drop the tip and block him like this. In this case, I am this close to him. So I really don't have the luxury of blocking him that way. The only way I can get that tip into him is for me to come closer to him. Because as you know, the closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm. So he's going to try to do this cut, and I just walk in like this. So this is a position called kuritsuke, or maybe tsuki hazushi. I'm basically driving into his center here. This hand is, as you can see, this is a Jodan position, right? So a lot of the things you're doing with this are just putting the stick with your hand in Jodan position and drive that into him. This hand supports it and locks it into your whole body structure. So the next thing that happens, he goes back to raise his sword. If I don't react, he's free and he's got all kinds of attacks. So when he does this, I follow him. I feel him withdrawing. Now come back here. He steps up and I slide this down. My hand comes to here and I slide that down right into his belt. So I've kind of got this ledge right here that I put my fist into, and I've got a little bit of load on him. I'm close enough. If I'm here, see, he's kind of free, but if I'm here, he's not. So closing the stance like this puts this pressure in. You can see how I'm rocking his center a little bit. And go ahead and try to cut here. See, his cut is arranged on a cone. He's got this triangle, this wedge right here. And as he tries to cut, the closer I am to him, the more problem he has getting around his own wedge. Now, there are some mistakes which everyone will make, so we'll just correct them as they come up. But from this place, just again, I just turn and do Hante, just like that. So this position, Hante, is our basic striking position. So at this point, he backs up. I start to do the put away, where I draw the stick back, put this down here. This is an invitation. When I do this, it's kind of a test. I'm checking to see if he's sincere about giving up, because I just gave him this big opening. Now, my opening is actually covered. He may not know this, but if he comes into strike here, I have a way to close that hole. So now I'm back here. We're going to do it again. He's now got the sword down, and his wrists are broken over. So I'm pretty confident. He's backed off. I've backed off. So this is the kata we're going to work on for a little bit. All right. Pretty easy. No? Okay. Let's. What I'd like to do is first have everybody get a jo and come across the back, and we'll start going through this one step at a time.